Hello everyone, it's Dylan from YuGiOh Everything, and welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh video. In this video, we will be going over why I personally believe the rival of YuGiOh Sevens just got revealed to us in a kind of subliminal way. And I'm going to go over a lot of different pieces of news, kind of small pieces of news that have been revealed that have to do with YuGiOh Sevens and Rush Dueling in general that I feel weren't really big enough to warrant their own video, but kind of combining them into one news video kind of works, especially since we are so starved for any sort of news in regards to the YuGiOh Sevens anime. For anyone wondering if we have heard any sort of confirmation on YuGiOh Sevens returning, we have not. We do not know when the show is coming back, although if I had to guess, and don't hold me to this, I would guess June 12th, because we have had YuGiOh Sevens re-airing their episodes, and so on May 29th, this coming Friday, episode 4 will re-air, and then on the 5th of June, we will have episode 5 re-airing, meaning we could see episode 6 after all the 5 episodes have re-aired. We had Nico originally saying it was going to be a 5-week break, so we might be closer than we think to new YuGiOh Sevens episodes, but we do not have any definitive confirmation on that. But I'm going to start with the first piece of news that actually came out a couple days ago, and that is a new character pack for Rush Duels that are coming out. And a big thank you to YuGiOh Organization for covering this. The other characters from Sevens get a pack for themselves, while the Red Eyes Rush promotions continue. A booster pack with cards used by characters from the Sevens anime has been announced for September 19th. This pack will include cards used by Gakuto, Roa, and Roman, and can be used with cards from other products to build powerful decks. Sleeves featuring Red Eyes Black Dragon will also be released on the same day. Further information will be available in VJump. So, just going to start with the least important thing here, and those are the Red Eyes card sleeves. I've already done a video, I'll link it down below, covering Red Eyes Black Dragon coming to Rush Duels. We have confirmation that Dark Magician is also coming to Rush Duels. Both of those cards join Blue Eyes White Dragon as the only legend cards in the Rush Duel format, and I kind of went into detail as to why I think there is a very good chance that Red Eyes Black Dragon and Dark Magician might end up showing up in YuGiOh Sevens. Went into detail about that in those videos, so I'll link them down below if you're interested. This news kind of just further backs up and supports that theory, because why are you going to have a sleeve based around a monster that's not showing up in YuGiOh Sevens, especially releasing on the same day as character packs? I mean, obviously you can do that, but I feel like it would just be smart to show off those monsters in the anime as well. So Red Eyes Black Dragon is getting card sleeves. The only card sleeves we have gotten so far are Blue Eyes, Sevens Road Magician, and Rush Dragon Dragears, and of course Dark Magician is coming out in July. So all the card sleeves that have been released for YuGiOh Rush Duels at the point of recording this video have also shown up in the anime. So that's another important thing to keep in mind. But I'm sure a lot of you have already kind of dissected the main point I'm going to make in this video. Gakuto and Roman are being featured in this new character pack, and the third character that is being featured is Roa Kirishima, Roman's brother. Roman's mysterious brother that is having his sister spy on Yuga and the group for unknown reasons that seem to stem from Rush Duels. And I don't think it is an overstretch to say that Roa Kirishima is probably going to be the rival in YuGiOh Sevens. We've already thought this, like at least I know I thought this, that Roa could be the rival because of the way he was introduced to us at the end of episode 3, the fact that we don't really have a rival character yet, and he was probably the same character that we saw peering out the window at the end of the opening. The scenery kind of matches up with the same scenery in that shot and the shot we see of him in episode 3, both kind of playing on him looking out at the Goha Corporation headquarters. And Roa is the first character that Rush Duels and YuGiOh Sevens are promoting in a pack that is not related to the main 4 characters. In episode 5, we just saw a character named Bakuro make his debut, the first character outside of the main 4, not including Hologram Man, that dueled, and they could have easily used him as the main character in this character pack, but they didn't. They could have easily used the Ramen Kid that is going to be showing up in episode 6, whenever that episode airs. In fact, we knew about that kid before YuGiOh Sevens even aired, so they were already showing off that character before 7 started. So it would have made sense to use him as a featured character in the character pack, but they chose not to. And the character they choose, the first character that gets featured in a pack, because we already had it obviously with Yuga and Rook, their deck modification packs. The first character outside the main 4 that gets featured in a character pack is Roa Kirishima, and in my opinion, that's because he is going to be an extremely important character, probably the rival character of YuGiOh Sevens. And it's exciting for a couple of different reasons. Gakuto being in here, there's not really much I can pull from that. He'll probably get another duel in the near future. I imagine these 3 characters all will be dueling in the near future. But there's 2 really cool angles to look at this from, and it's from the perspective of Roa and the perspective of Roman. First of all, we have never had this angle in Yu-Gi-Oh! Before, where the rival character and the main girl lead are brother and sister. That has never happened. Usually the girl lead, if they have a brother like Asuka and Fubuki in GX and Aoi Aizen and Akira in VRains, I think those are the only brothers the girl leads have had in Yu-Gi-Oh! 2 great characters. I loved both of those characters, Atticus Rhodes and Akira Aizen, but they were secondary characters. This is the first time the girl lead and the rival are going to be brother and sister. So to see the dynamic between that is going to be very interesting. It also means that Roman is probably going to be pretty relevant and pretty in the thick of things for the foreseeable future because she has blood ties with the rival character. And besides maybe 1 or 2 instances, the rival in Yu-Gi-Oh! Has always been done fantastically well. In fact, the rival in Yu-Gi-Oh! Showing up in some instances is when Yu-Gi-Oh! Fans actually say, okay, this is when the show starts. A lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal fans and a lot of people that watched Zexal say that the moment Kaito showed up is when the show really started to get good for them. And so maybe the moment that Roa Kirishima shows up and probably challenges Yuga, that's when the show is going to really kick it up a notch. I've enjoyed the early stages of Sevens, but whenever the rival character shows up, when Revolver showed up in Yu-Gi-Oh! VRains to duel Playmaker in, I want to say it was episode 9, that's when Yu-Gi-Oh! VRains really kind of took it to the next level. And these rival characters throughout the entirety of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Franchise always seem to just bring the show to another level, to just switch it into a higher gear. And so it'll be really exciting to see if Roa is capable of doing that. The other angle is that Roman is going to be getting her own deck. So this is great news for Roman because, again, I think her brother is going to be the rival, and that should tie her to the main plot and the main story for pretty much the entirety of it. But moreover than that, she is also going to continue to grow as a duelist. Because remember, when she first dueled against Yuga, she used Yuga's deck. Besides the guitarist that she used as her ace, all of those cards were from Yuga's deck. They were Yuga's cards. And so if she's getting her own cards printed, that means she needs to get her own cards, obviously. So this means that she's going to continue to grow as a duelist. She is going to get her own deck, definitely, and that is really good for her. So really good news for Roman, honestly, in this, and cool news for us that Roa, a character that we all kind of had our suspicions about going forward and probably going to be the rival, as we all assumed. This, to me, pretty much confirms that Roa Kirishima, if not the rival, is going to be an extremely important character, but the way that he was shown off in opening 1, the way that he was shown off at the end of episode 3, it screams Yu-Gi-Oh! Rival to me, and it's going to be the first time ever in a Yu-Gi-Oh! That the sister and the brother are girl lead and main rival, and that's going to be really interesting. So I'm really excited to see how that all is going to unfold. And again, Gakuto being in here, he'll get some more duels, I'm sure. Not too surprising, but now the main 4 are having packs that are featured around them, and Roa Kirishima as well, which, again, if that doesn't scream that Roa is going to be an extremely important character, I don't know what does. And so to me, he's probably going to be the rival. We also got 2 new quote-unquote ace monsters that Yuga and Rook will be using, or I should say Yuga, Shock Lead Dragon, which reminds me a little bit of Revolver's Rocket Monsters. It will be a new Rook support monster that he's going to use, and a new Yuga ace, which is Lightning Bull Condor. It looks a lot like a Raid Raptor to me. I don't know if anyone else gets that vibe, but it's literally a giant metal falcon, obviously supposed to be a condor, with huge zap cannons to the right and to the left of its body right before its wings expand. I cannot tell you how much I love the design of this monster more than Sevens Road Magician. I know I've been harsh on Sevens Road Magician, but if this is the card that ends up being Yuga's actual ace, which I don't think it will be, I think ace is just kind of a hot word that we've seen thrown around with a lot of monsters. I mean, according to that word, Playmaker had 15 different aces, so I don't think this is going to replace Sevens Road, but this could end up being maybe like a secondary ace that Yuga plays into a lot, which I hope is the case, because Lightning Bull Condor is a sick monster. We don't know anything about this. We don't know anything about Shock Lead Dragon as well. So those are two monsters that will be in Sevens probably in the near future, but we don't have any stats or effects to base that off of or to continue to analyze. So definitely let me know what you think of these two monsters, and let me know if you prefer Ball Condor over Sevens Road Magician like I do. Unfortunately, though, the discussion kind of ends there because we don't really have too much else to talk about. And then we do have another Sevens Road monster that we are getting on a mat that you can win if you enter a raffle over in Japan. You have Sevens Road Magician, Sevens Road Witch to the right, and maybe Sevens Road Kid. I don't know what the name of the monster is, but there is a new Sevens Road monster. I'd assume it's a Sevens Road monster on this mat. Kind of looks like an elf that you'd see maybe around the North Pole, but just like Lightning Ball Condor, we actually don't even know the name of this monster. We know no stats, and we don't know any effects. So there's not too much else to discuss besides the monster design, but it's cool that we will see another Sevens Road at some point in probably the very near future. But obviously the main talking point of this video, I wanted it to be all based around Roa Kirishima and Roman Kirishima, and how the Kirishimas will probably have a massive impact on this show, and both of those characters will be dueling very, very soon. Of course, there is a delay in the anime, but I would expect Roa to have his debut duel. If those packs are being released in September, I would expect Roa to have his debut duel probably around episode 14-15, at least no later than episode 14-15, and I am really excited to see what the rival of Sevens is going to bring to the table. But guys, that's pretty much going to end my video. I know we talked about a few different things, so please let me know all your thoughts and any of your thoughts on YuGiOh Sevens and on any of the things we talked about in this video. Let me know when you think the show might resume. Again, hopefully it's soon, and when I hear any information about it, I will definitely be making a video on it. And yeah, hopefully we get back into the rhythm of having a Yu-Gi-Oh! Episode to watch every single week. Thank you all so much for watching, and thank you to my Platinum tier patrons Jorge Carrillo, Horace Maye, Goosey Q, Smith620, Blue Maiden 28, Panther J, Vincent Van Der Veen, Nero, Jarrett Buller, and Aura Dragon, and to my Diamond tier patrons Jesse Wood, Latrell Smith, and Pegasus Seiya, and to my Egyptian God tier patron Syn Cloud. Thank you to everyone who is a patron, and thank you to everyone who is a channel member. You guys help me out tremendously. Thank you to everyone who watches my videos. Without you guys, I wouldn't be able to do this. I will talk to you all things Rush Duels and YuGiOh Sevens down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day.